Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rockstar Games has been hacked for the second time. It was posted by a company called CyberSec Guru, and this is what they say has happened. Shiny Hunters, which is the hacking company, has added Rockstar Games to its dark web leak site. The attackers said that they didn't break into Rockstar or Snowflake directly, instead they went through something called NO. That's a monitoring tool that Rockstar uses, and from there they pulled authentication tokens that let them walk into Rockstar's Snowflake environment as if they were a part of the company, basically. They set a ransom deadline of April the 14th, and they've said that they got to pay them or they're going to release the data online. This appears to be part of a broader wave hitting companies through Salesforce or Anodot integrations. Cisco and TELUS have both been caught in it as well. When I read into this, and there's been a few other companies as well. And then a couple of hours later, Rockstar Games did put out a statement, and they said that we can confirm that a limited amount of non-material company information was accessed in connection with a third-party data breach, and this incident has no impact on our organization or our players. And to me, that automatically points to something like, oh, we're not going to see gameplay or trailers or things of that nature leaked online like we did a few years ago with that first hack. And this is more of a data-driven thing, like maybe profit numbers or release dates or even player spending and geographic data. This could be marketing timelines, or there could even be contract leaks from Sony and Microsoft, voice actors and music labels. These are a few things that the CyberSec Guru has anticipated anyways. So that seems like it's going to be the most likely thing we'll probably see out of this. Now, I hope with Rockstar coming out and saying that there's no player data and things of that nature in this leak, I hope that's true, because if there is player data leaked, we might see things like class action lawsuits, and that could seriously lead to GTA 6 being delayed again, and that's not something that we want. And the player data getting leaked is obviously definitely something we don't want. No one wants their data leaked out there, and we've seen it many, many times from these big companies now. I feel like we haven't seen something like this for at least a few months from a company. Like I look back to companies like Insomniac and even Rockstar itself with that first major leak with all those gameplay clips that were released online. But yeah, I really do feel like we haven't seen something like this for a while. And like out of all companies you're going to do it to, you're going to do it to Rockstar, which is owned by Take-Two. They got more money than God. Do you think they're really going to pay you? I don't see it. I am interested in what we're going to see from this, though. Obviously, Rockstar's not going to pay this company. And for them to come out and say that it's a limited amount of non-material company information and that it was from a third party, I really wonder what this is going to be. I think the craziest part about all of this is that this company, they basically walked through Rockstar's front door, and Rockstar's security team could not see anything unusual. The CyberSec guru said that companies should rotate their tokens because tokens that don't expire for years are a liability. So that means if they have automatic rotation, that means that a stolen token becomes useless fast. And that just seems like something that Rockstar didn't really anticipate. Which you think that they probably should do something like that, seeing as they've already had a major leak in the past. And I'm pretty sure, well, I personally think so anyways, that that leak from a few years ago set this game back at least another year or a year and a half. Pretty certain that we would have seen it by now if it wasn't for that leak. This just proves one thing to me, and that's that leaks are pretty much inevitable these days. If a game company like Rockstar can't stop leaks, and it's not just the hacks that happened back a few years ago, they also had their trailer leaked and they had to release it early because of that. If Rockstar can't handle something like this, how are other gaming companies supposed to handle something like this? So now I understand that it seems like there's not going to be any player passwords or payment details or anything like that have been accessed. But if I was you, I would still turn on two-factor authentication on your Rockstar accounts. I would do that immediately if I was you, because you can just never trust what these companies say. I know that we all give Rockstar a pass because they make all the games that we want and we're all waiting for GTA 6, but you still need to protect yourself online. And I think the first thing you should do right now is to go onto Rockstar's website and update your security if you haven't already. So now one question that I feel like a lot of people are going to be asking online is whether or not this is going to lead to a delay to this game. I honestly don't think so, and I still do believe that we're going to see this game on November the 19th. I know there's still speculation that it's going to cop another delay, but Rockstar Games in the past has delayed Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5, and they've only done it twice, so I don't see this one getting delayed another time. It's always been twice, and I think they're going to stick to that. This is teaching me though that these companies, they don't really take these things serious, even when they happen to them. Like, you think the whole gaming industry would have looked back to Insomniac a few years ago. They basically had their whole future, or they did, they had their whole future plans released to the public. You would think that even like just Rockstar Games alone, they're such a big company and they've had this happen before and they've seen what's happened to Insomniac Games. They should be better than this, and that's the truth. Another thing is, I feel like we see this a lot when companies outsource to third parties. A lot of these security breaches, they do come from that third party. I understand that this makes your development process faster, but is it really worth it if you continue to get hacked? Like, if you get hacked and it leads to a year or two of delays, then what was the point of that third party? That third party was meant to speed up your development, and if they're the ones that get hacked and that slows you down another year or two, then you've just eliminated the whole point of that third party even existing in your workplace. So to end this video, I understand this information is kind of disappointing to see, but at least this doesn't seem like it's going to affect the players or even Rockstar itself, so we should still see that GTA release still come out on November the 19th. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below, and I want to have a conversation about this because we're seeing this more and more as time goes on. How do you feel about all these companies getting hacked, and what do you feel like they need to do to stop it? Can they even stop it? That's the real question. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you on today's video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.